Good morning, everybody, and welcome again. Today's English lesson is for Wednesday, the 20th of January, and it's story part 2 from Traction Man. So, can you remember what's already happened and what happens next? If not, have a go listening to the story on YouTube. See if you can find it, okay? And remember that we're going to put all these features into our story again, aren't we? Capital letters and full stops. Conjunctions, noun phrases, exclamation sentence, commas as a list, past tense. Okay, now then, the first sentence that we're going to write today, remember that at the top is the red, and I'm going to put in capital letter and a full stop because all sentences start with a capital letter and end with a full stop. A noun phrase, remember, that is when we're describing something. So, lovely new green knitted romper suit. And capital letters for names, so if it was Traction Man or Scrubbing Brush. So this sentence is all about Traction Man getting a green romper suit. So I've said Traction Man received a lovely new green knitted romper suit with matching bonnet. Now this one, we know it's got a capital letter and a full stop. A conjunction. Can you remember what the conjunctions are? We use and, but, because, so, or. Can you spot that which one we have used? And I've also put in some verbs, haven't I? Okay, I wonder what a verb is. A doing word, isn't it? So doing. Okay, so what did his friends do? He laughed, didn't he? Laughed. That's so. I put he did not like his brand new outfit because all his friends laughed at him and called him silly names. Again, this one, look, I've put in capital letter and full stop. I put in conjunction, I've used that conjunction again, and I put in the verb. Can you spot the verb in this sentence? Let me read it. But sadly, now you could just start it with he sat, but I've made my sentence even better by using an adverb. Adverbs end in ly. Maybe you could think of a different one. Sadly, he sat on the edge of the kitchen cliff and wept buckets. Wept. Oh, that's a verb, isn't it? Because it's doing something. What does wept mean? It means that he cried, doesn't it? So he sat on the edge of the kitchen cliff and wept buckets because he was feeling totally silly in his green romper suit. Can you think of a sentence similar to mine? Now then, this one is quite simply a question. And we know that questions start with words like what, when, where, which. Okay? And I've done one. What was happening? Remember, we've got to put a question mark at the end. And I've also done, sometimes you can start one with how, can't you? And this one says, how can Traction Man help us? Can you think of a question? Oh, and this one, look, it's got an exclamation phrase. I've put, look, my goodness. And all the spoons had fallen. And remember, they've got an exclamation mark at the end. It's a type of punctuation. Can you think of your own? And then this one, look. Capital letter and full stop. Conjunction again. Capital letters for names because we've got Traction Man. And if a name is in the middle of a sentence, we put a capital letter for the name. Which conjunction have I used this time? I'm not going to tell you. See if you can spot it yourself. I'll read the sentence. Traction Man had no idea what to do next, but Scrubbing Brush had thought of an amazing plan. Exclamation phrase to finish. Nice easy one. Look, I put hold on, Hang on, spoons. Now then, remember to send me your work. I would love to see it. Your story part 2.